What's up, guys? AMR Gaming is here, back for some more Lost Judgment for you guys. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Sega for not sending me an early copy of this game. Thank you, Sega. And a shout out to GameStop for not giving me the steel case like you said on your website when you pre-ordered. But besides that, you know, this video is sponsored by me. Anyway, if you haven't yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below for me. We're gonna get this started. This is the last chapter, chapter 13. This is it. This is it. Justice we be served. So let's go. This will be probably a long chapter too. So, but let's go. Chapter 13.
Soma's ties to public security may lead to his undoing. By seizing the puppet himself, Yagami seeks to pull down the puppet master holding the strings. To do so, he forms a temporary alliance with the fugitive Koana. But Soma arrives to carve a bloody path into a highway no one should know about.
This guy can't wait to serve this. Can't wait for this guy to be served. Soma. So probably at the end of the day, Soma's obviously gonna Darkness Before Dawn. Soma's gonna get Soma, Koana, and Ryo Kusumoto. I think that's the name. All gonna be served, and Ehara. All of them just gonna be served right here. We're gonna have a trial at the end. I know that. Let's set this thing going, dude. This is right here.
Genda-sensei, they're calling last night's bombing a terrorist attack. The body they recovered was burnt beyond recognition.
That was a Kaike-kun, right? The one Yagami mentioned?
Yes, I believe so.
Yep.
Nothing about Soma or RK in the article either. Could public security be tampering with the press?
I wouldn't give public security that much credit. Besides,
maybe.
If a bomb goes off in a deserted public place, it's only natural for the police to assume it's terrorism.
Right, I guess when you put it that way.
Unfortunately,
even
if they do identify a Kaike-kun, the ones responsible are Koana and Soma, two guys who are totally off the grid. Any investigation would grind to a halt.
We're probably gonna have some couple battles with Soma.
If the public
I'm gonna knock his ass out.
Was tied to Ihara's battery case, jaws would hit the floor.
Yeah. Anyway, where's Yagami? You heard from him since last night?
No, we've been in touch via email though. He's on his way to a hospital now.
Oh damn.
Great. What'd he get himself into now?
Blown up.
He's actually going to the hospital. Does that mean it's serious?
Don't worry, he's fine.
Maybe.
He's just going to meet with someone about the case.
Oh, okay.
Who'd want to meet up at a hospital?
Ryu Kusumoto.
Her son's awake. Finally woken up after 13 years.
13 years. I still can't believe it. Waking up and finding out you're suddenly 30.
Damn. Missing all the 20s.
Time. You'll adjust eventually.
Work again?
I won't be long. I just need to take a quick meeting.
I'm surprised you remember
put down
everything.
That mirror already.
I'm surprised he remembered everything. Well, sort of everything. Obviously, his chunk of his memories possibly gone from a coma because he smacked his head. Yagami's right out here. No? She's probably being sure she's not being watched. Or maybe she is. Maybe she's not being watched. Someone's gonna try to get her. Is that Yagami? Ooh, that is Yagami.
So, you sold Koana out to public security because Mitsuru-kun woke up. Does that about sum it up?
Yep.
You waited 13 years for Mitsuru-kun to wake up. If you turn yourself in now, you'd lose him all over again.
There's
Yep.
that. Yes. Going forward, he needs to stand on his own 2 feet and rebuild his life. It'll take time, and lots of it. There's no real end in sight. He's at a disadvantage as it is. And to brand him the child of a murderer on top of that, I couldn't.
So the sun's awake. After 13 years, if only Sawa Sensei was here, should see that he's awake.
It's incredible. Finally, he's woken up.
And this is where she snitched right here. This is where she's gonna snitch.
Doesn't this change everything?
Yep.
I think you may want to reconsider what you told me, Kusumoto-san.
Mm-hmm. Snitching
Alone,
out.
I'm sure you could have lived with the weight of your choice. But now you have something you'd sacrifice everything to protect. He's so precious, but he's also so fragile he can come crashing down without even a warning. You're going to have to be his shield, Kusumoto-san. We'll do it together. With your cooperation.
And that's when the snitch happened.
I have to do what I can to protect him.
I suppose so, but you covered up your crimes and it was Sawa-sensei who got caught in the crossfire. On top of that, Akayuki-kun's throat was slit last night. Now he's dead too. Kawano will be another body for the pile soon. Hell, maybe I'm in trouble myself.
How was he yesterday?
Well, as soon as RK showed up for him, he knew you'd stabbed him in the back. I can't really say how that made him feel.
It's probably coming after you.
Until now, he'd been adamant about ensuring you stayed out of this.
But now,
He said no one could blame you for what you did to Shinya Kawai.
looks like he's coming. I come after you now, possibly.
Kawana put his life on the line for you. You failed to silence him, and you let him get away.
Which
That
means
means whatever happens next, it's his move.
he's gonna come after you. I think he's coming after you.
And whatever he does to you, none of my business. As for me, I have no evidence on Kawai's murder, so you're off my list too. I only came here today because I wanted to know why you betrayed Kawana.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I hope Mitsuru-kun has a speedy recovery.
That's it. Got her thinking. Hey, Kawana's coming around. It's coming for you now. It's like, it ain't my business. It's none of my business what you plan, what he's gonna plan to do to you. So, time to catch up with our plan of attack because we got trial. You know, attack. I'll go hash it out with everyone out. Yokohama 99. Sugiura? I feel like it's been a while since I saw Sugiura, right? No, he was there last chapter. Alright. Kaito? Anybody? Nope. Alright.
Back already, Yagami-shi. How are you feeling after last night? That shockwave from the blast took you down.
Oh yeah, that was something else, I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
I bet, tough guy. Kamurocho's
Oh, look,
detective
Kaito Shigeru is
never
back.
fails to impress.
Doc, you made it. We've been asking around if anyone's seen Kuwana.
You don't want to know how that went.
No leads, huh?
Nope.
Pretty much. Doesn't help that RK's crawling all over the place right now.
Nope.
Soon as they spot Kuwana, they're gonna make their move.
So here's a story.
Kawana gave this to me yesterday.
Isn't that Toshiro Ehara? Kawana-san called you out there just to give you this?
Yep. He told me to give it to Ahara.
What the?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it looks like it's cracked.
Yeah.
Can you take a look at it, Tsukumo? I get the feeling it's no ordinary pendant.
Yeah.
Certainly.
What?
Not handing it over to Ahara till you know what the deal is?
He won't mind, will he? Besides, I damn near got blown up over that thing.
That's true.
Speaking of,
That's true.
Yagami-shi, what's the status of Ehara's sexual battery trial?
Saori-san's preparing for the appeal. Still no date, but the courts are working as fast as they can. If they accept the case and it goes to trial, they'll find out about Kawana one way or another.
And that'd put Reiko Kusumoto in public security in this shithouse, right?
Right. If Kawana and his murders come to light, anyone connected to Reiko Kusumoto could be suspected as an accomplice. And if that happens, she'd lose any control she had over the pension fund.
Interesting.
Everyone wants their own brand of justice to come out on top. But enough is enough. If we don't handle this, public security will take out Kawana. And I can't let him die like that.
Then what's your next move?
Gonna head to Ahara's trial and back up Saori-san. Feels like we've come full circle.
It's gonna be on that trial.
I'd argue the opposite, Yagami-shi. The circumstances surrounding the trial are completely different this time around. I can't help but consider how grand a task simply seeking the truth could be.
Seriously. But exposing the truth is the only way to save some and get justice for others.
It's like we're following the same path
Can't just
as
stay quiet,
the first
watch.
game. The last, the last thing in the
Sounds
game
like
was
you're
the
seeing
trial.
light. Detective
For
work's not
Okubo.
so bad, is it?
89.
Can you guys keep an eye out for Kawana and Ijincho? I need to go over Ahara's case with Saori-san.
10-4. We'll amp up surveillance.
We're going too, Sukiura. Time to get shit done.
Right on.
Time to prepare for Ahara appeal in Kamurocho. I can't let Saori-san do this alone. No more distraction. What we got with this trial? What do we got so far? Hi,
Wow,
Gashi,
looks
what's
like
up?
We've got a full house.
Shirosaki-sensei asked me to come by. She said they needed some business handled while you were out of town.
Oh, okay.
I find it hard to believe she'd put it that way.
Maybe not. Either way, I don't mind helping.
Hi, Gashi, what's up? What's up?
Yagami-san, you're just in time. I think we should conduct another interview with Ahara-san.
Is that so?
Okay, but what will we talk about?
If we want to claim he's innocent of battery, then we need to prove he's the one who murdered Mikoshiba at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But since the murder footage isn't admissible in court, we need something more substantial.
So what do we do? Right, the judge said we weren't allowed to internet video of unknown origin in court.
Basically, we need new evidence. And that might mean something no one's seen or found yet.
So your plan is to meet with Ahara and just ask him?
Show us proof that you
it's a
killed?
long shot, but yes.
Yeah, show us something that you killed this
I'd like
person.
to come help, but someone has to check Higashi-san's work.
Excuse me? If I have to be Hoshino-kun's lackey, I'm fucking out.
I'd prefer if you address me as Hoshino-sensei.
Mouth on this kid.
Ehara only seems to open up to you, Yagami-kun. So, if you talk to him again, do you think we'll find out something new this time?
I'll see what I can get out
That's a
of him.
very good possibility.
Having another chat with him couldn't hurt.
Sounds good. Oh, and look after Saori for me, would you?
Will do.
but Mafu,
Will
should you
do.
be here? Won't the prosecution think you're double-crossing them?
What do you mean? I am just here to get dirt on the defense. Expect Prosecutor Takano to hear all about it.
Guess we better watch ourselves.
I still have some preparations to make. Yagami-san, why don't you go kill some time? I'll call you as soon as I'm ready. It shouldn't take long.
Sure thing.
So we just roll around town at the meantime.
Ihara's wife. Even though they're separated, Ihara may have shared details about Mikoshiba's murder with her. Oh, and Higashi-san will be there to help.
Awesome. So like Gashi.
Arcade's still raising hell around the city. Bunch of ex-Tojo guys have been especially loud and proud.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch your back out there. Not that I don't think you can handle it.
Well.
Don't forget how much pressure's on Saori.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Ehara's trial has the police and prosecution on edge, so I'm sure it's a lot for Saori to handle by herself. But I'll do whatever I can on my end.
Sounds good. Gende, let me talk to you real quick.
Ihara's status as either a sex offender or a murderer is the court's focus right now.
It's one or the other.
Split between who thinks the Mikoshiba murder footage is authentic and who doesn't.
I'll call you once I'm ready.
Will do.
This may be our last meeting with Ihara-san before the appeal.
Yeah.
Make it count, Yagami-san.
Nothing with Hoshino. Just jump down. And at the meantime, we're just gonna punch some people in the... Oh my goodness. In the meantime, this is... I got this. Oh, we're here?
Sorry for keeping you, Yagami-san. We should head to the detention center. Where are you?
Right down the street.
Kamracho, how about I take a cab and pick you up?
If you please. I'll be waiting.
That was honestly quick. She called me real quick.
Isn't that just the worst? So the murder footage can't be used as evidence. I was hoping it'd be played in court for all to see.
Yeah, and if it was, it would prove your innocence and overturn your battery conviction, no problem. But the prosecution flat out refuses to accept you murdered Mikoshiba.
It's like, oh, so?
There's no room for error. You could flat out confess and they would refuse to accept it.
Excellent. In the end, they'll lock me up for battery. And I'll get away with murder.
Yeah. We know all about what you and Kwana planned. We just don't have the evidence to prove it.
My condolences.
Which reminds me, you said you'd confess to killing Mikoshiba after you got out of prison, right? Then, as icing on the cake, you'd admit the battery charge was false and humiliate the law for letting a murderer walk free.
Exactly. The public must know that the law can't be trusted. Personally, I hope the media hops all over it.
I bet you do. So when that time comes, you'll need some decisive evidence of the murder so your confession holds water. Maybe you've got something like that in your back pocket already?
Do you? Not a bad reaction for Ihara. Maybe there really is some evidence of Mikoshiba murder. That guy is... Ihara is really something else.
Because we'd sure look good if we had some new evidence to take into the appeal.
That's why you geniuses came all the way out here. I told you I wouldn't admit to the murder in court. I have no intention of just handing it over.
Handing it over? So you're saying there is still a piece of evidence we don't know about?
What is it, Ihara-san?
Even if there was, you'll never get your hands on it. Didn't mean to get your hopes up.
What kind of material evidence? Like Soma has it, probably. Something with Soma, maybe. He keep part of the corpse. He still has the murder weapon. The murder weapon. You have a con button. No, they check the body out already. He checked the body already. I mean, Mikoshiba body, there's nothing left. He's decomposed. What corpse? The freaking nothing. He says a murder weapon.
The murder weapon. Kanagawa PD said the weapon used to kill Mikoshiba still hadn't been found.
Yet it appears in the footage without a doubt as to what it is. A knife. If it wasn't found at the murder scene, it's highly likely the suspect or an accomplice took it with them.
Any normal criminal would have just ditched it somewhere. Except you're anything but normal. You got revenge for your son, and you want to publicly humiliate the law for letting you pull it off.
Your point?
If you were cleared of the battery charges and confessed to Mikoshiba's murder without evidence, no one would buy it.
Yeah.
You'd need something convincing. Busting out the weapon no one's found yet would do the trick. That one piece of evidence would flip the whole case on its head.
Well, look at you go. Then tell me, where do you surmise I've hidden this weapon?
Well, right after killing Mikoshiba and Ijincho, you would have had to book it to Ikebukuro Station.
Mm-hmm.
You had accomplices with you.
Soma.
And if that's
maybe?
the case, there would have been plenty of time to hide the weapon.
Yeah, so
Maybe Soma?
that's about as far as I've thought this out.
That's it? Then I'm done here.
Kawana's vanished, Ahara-san. Public security found out about him.
Public security?
Kawana wanted me to tell you he won't make it to the end of your revenge plan.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm the last man standing, am I?
Yep.
Well, he's already helped me plenty. I never expected to see him again anyway.
At this point, he won't be able to outrun them. If public security catches him, he'll get much worse than an unfair trial. Burying him will be the least they do.
They're gonna torch him.
What do you mean? What's going on?
They're gonna torch him.
You remember last time? If you don't recall, I said you'd grab the tiger by the tail.
And your tiger is public security?
Right. And they're out there on the warpath. Everything has to be brought into the light. We need what you did to be exposed. Kawana can't be saved in any other way. I need your help, Ahara-san.
Then you lose. I'll never admit to killing Hiro Mikoshiba in court. The system can die. It threw Toshiro away, and I won't lift a finger to save it. Kawana-san knew how this could end. We have our convictions. When this started, we knew it could end up costing our lives.
You knew going in, huh? And that's all? Is that what you tell yourself so you can sleep at night?
Maybe it is.
We're in the loop now. What are we supposed to do?
Yagami-san, do you remember my original request to look into both the Hara incidents? I asked you to look into the train event, and then I asked you to look into Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. And now, I'm afraid I have to make one more request of you. Do you still carry your defense attorney's lapel pin? At Ahara-san's trial, I'd like you to take the floor with me to defend him. It's going to be eventful. I think we should go as a team.
This is...
You sure about that?
That's like the first installment.
You know, my legal counsel isn't cheap.
I'll let Genda-sensei know about the invoice.
You got it. Count me in.
Again, it's like, I'm gonna be a lawyer at the last trial.
Something like this will happen. Check it out. I always have it on me.
I know that.
Huh? You do?
Yagami back wearing his suit and tie again. It's like, let's go ahead. We're gonna do this. Cut to other looking for Kawaii and Chicho. Is there anything left for me to do before I go back? Warning. Things are going to get pretty intense from here on out. So if there's anything else you want to do in Kamurocho, now's the time. You may want to save the game too. No. You're in for a long haul, so you still be able to save along the way, but you may want to make separate instead of override. Boys, it's time for us to do this. Let's go ahead. We're gonna continue this game. We're gonna get justice. Yagami is gonna be a lawyer. We're gonna wear his suit and tie.